Saturday afternoon, starting off down on your year-round calving unit. It's 2 o'clock, we just drove the cows round. As Charlie scrapes out, I'm going to shut the doors and then let the milking cows back round ready for milking. So the cows literally come straight out the parlour and then down the feed barrier. We don't mind them waiting, but if we can do it, then we'll do it. Like, let the cows round straight down the barrier straight away so they get eating. So I reckon the cows actually eat more as soon as they come out of the parlour and hanging about for a bit, then going into the feed. Plus no cows are waiting then, they just go straight out and straight eat. So that works well. So the muck comes out of there. This is on a big 2-metre slant from the top of the barn down to here, and it slopes a bit more down the lagoon there. So the water always runs into the lagoon straight from there. No drains or anything like that because we've got sand. See, this is sand here. This is how much sand comes out of cubicles. So it's quite a grind. It's quite a grind on that yard scraper. That's why we change the bearings every now and again. Probably once every 2 months we've got to change the front wheel bearings. And we had a hub fall off on the front, a hubcap fall off on the front of that wheel the other day. And he wore out within about 2 weeks. So you've got to keep an eye on that. There we go, look at that. That's always dodge and dry in these cubicle sheds. So whilst that's been scraped out, he's got another 3 to do in a minute. And this is another one. See, there's bloody sand everywhere. Now and again you get a cow, flick it out. But it's very fast scraping out. Like I said, 2 metres up the top down the air. That's how much of a slope. It's not that much, but it's like a maximum you probably want to do on the shed. Water always runs out, and then it's easier to scrape mud because it just naturally flows this way. We got a sweep in these 2 channels here, this one here and that one over there. So that's the only downside I think, because you've got to try to get this shit, the channel into there. If we just had like a long barrier along here and just straight off the edge of concrete, that would have been a lot easier going. So but no, it is what it is. At least with those passageways, like the sand goes out into the middle of a lagoon, so you never get like a ridge up this way. Cows there waiting, going for milking. So this yard see here empty, straight from the milking parlour. They come straight out that alleyway there. We've got going down through the footbath there today, foot lifting crushing there, straight out through here into the scrub here. And then when we get the numbers down, these 2 20-foot gates here open up and the cows go out to the other sheds. But that collecting yard along the side there is a little bit too small for the amount of cows. It hold about 220 at the most, that collecting yard. So we had to make it a little bit bigger. Right, so I've done a video before Christmas and I banged the cows on site and said they're having big calves this year. Anyway, to start off with, they're coming out small, but they were early, so I thought, you know, I might be wrong, but no, I was right. They are coming out massive. So there's 2 cows what I just calved. This is a calf, bloody massive. I know he's a bull calf, but fucking huge. Like, God knows how he come out. He pushed out on his own. Oh, sorry boy. This other one here. So I've been picking them up and carrying them in here. It's a bloody quad bike job now. Stuff like this. Go on it, go on it. Psh, 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 psh. Go on. Psh, psh, psh. It won't stand up, but it's bloody big. Really big. Good calves though, good solid calves. And we had a couple of cows here. What I just calved. So about 2 hours I think. This one. So at the moment they're good because we ain't, nothing's come out late yet. So this is all on time and early. So next week could be like a week late and then 2 weeks late after that on some. So we might have some hard tugs. But that's quite smart cow, guys. He's gonna make some good money in market. Yeah. See if he gets up. You're gonna get up. Go on. There you go. There you go, look at that. That's a good calf. You come out of that one, come out of that one. That's a good cow, that is. He'd give a lot of milk last year. So we got, so you could tell he calved, but we've got a lot of cows that are this year, well, we can't tell what calved. Like say this one's pretty easy because you've got brown cow, brown calf. But looking behind them, see, they sort of open up and let them out. Well, they always do with these cows on this farm, because they only get hay all through dry off, and the ones what dry is still on hay now, up to they calve, and then they go on silage and cow cake. But no, so far so good. We'll see how it goes next week. These cows here are getting a bit of hay now, just to string it out a bit, and they were cub balling a little bit, probably because of that acidy October silage. So we've done a lot today. It's Saturday and we've done quite a lot. First of all, we shifted all the muck down the bottom here. I say muck, it was silage, what we swept out the barriers. So it's hurt my eyes a bit looking at that silage, what we could have, cows could have ate, but we swept away. So it's all overheated anyway, so you've got to sweep out. I know it's got a little bit of blend, a little bit of maize and whatnot in it, but you can't really do anything with it. If it's gone off because we've overfed them, it is what it is. You've got to sweep out, just dump it. So we've cleared that away. We've been hauling a lot of cattle from each shed, all the bulls and steers from each shed around the farm into one collective group, because Monday morning at 8:30 we've got a big lorry load going to market. They're going into the orange market, so that's gonna happen. That's one job left to do. I just got to sort out all the passports and do all the paperwork. Farm insurance Monday morning at 9:30, so that's another big in. Hopefully we're all set for that. I've been down through the list of things to do, look for sheets of tin hanging off, stuff like that. And that's all wrapped up. Here's all our cows at the moment, all sat down. Nice and full out they are. So this is after we swept them up and they've been milked and they've come back in the coop. It's just starting to get dark now. So we're just finishing up. So we've also been hauling muck from down the dry cow unit up to here on a concrete pad. So it frees us up space down on the dry cow unit to clean the sheds out, because it's this time of year we're really filling up. But we get some good weather somewhere, we'll be able to get a bit of muck out on some ground and then empty those piles, and then we can start afresh again. So that would be good. But it's like waiting for a crystal ball, isn't it? Waiting for this good weather to come along. But it is February, so what can you expect? March can be quite bad. So here's a closer look at the silage. So he has got quite a lot of hay in, but we'll see how it goes on that. Charlie just putting a bit of straw in with the calves. He's going to cut a bell, chucks the straw over there, and go get in there and spread it about. Push this bell in this shed here. A bit unconventional, but oh, it's getting it. I'm going to cut the strings. Do you want me to do the pin? Used to have hydraulic pins, but we've gone back to the old conventional job. Our new Ollins all had automatic locking pins, but now we've gone back a step. I do miss the old hydraulic job. Let's cut a spell of straw and then we'll start strawing down to calves. There we go. Sunday afternoon in the calving shed up on the spring unit. Nothing's calved, what we sorted out. Bar, oh, one's getting ready actually. This one here. Gonna calve tonight. Oh, here we go, got another one. Oh, I didn't see that. One here. I'll take all my words back. I've got here, I don't know what this is. Flexi, I think. Heifer, sex semen. Mother here. Nice. Anyway, I just said that, but they are calving in the shed. But outside the shed, in the dry cows, one is calved, what we haven't sorted out. And that's quite an oldish cow too, what we should have been on really, because we are getting milk viewers this year. Well, I say we've got bottles of calcium, but they're just straight calcium, what ain't a lot good for us, because like we suffer from phosphorus on this farm, so we've had to buy some of that in for them. So we got instead of just giving them one bottle, we give them a bottle of calcium now. We give them a bottle of mag, or we give them some of that Vigafrost stuff. So So we'll sort they out after milking. We'll put them in a pen on their own. Well, together I like in with a number 2 what's calf day. Emma's just getting the cows in for milking. First side coming in. So we're gonna have a nice dry week this week, so we should be able to get some grazing back in. They've been in for 3 days now, day and night. So we're gonna get them back out on the fence. We've got them on electric fence, what is good, but if it's wet, then they will pan it a bit because they're going out on the same field all the time. We want to leave the paddocks at the moment till really March, but we might hack into them this week. We'll see how it goes. They will eat the grass off and it'll take a long time to come back because it's organic. So it's not like we can chuck nitrogen on and get it going really fast. Coming well. Right, Sunday night, me and Henry and Charlie just sorting out a load of steers ready for the orange market tomorrow. So we've just sorted them all out so we ain't got to do it tomorrow morning because it's going to be a bit touch and go early tomorrow morning and it's going to be dark. So we've got them all sorted out now, and then we're going to read them through in a minute, get all the passports and whatnot ready, and then put them in this layerage here ready for tomorrow morning. The lorry's coming at about 8:40, and then we're just ready for the lorry to come in here and just load them straight up. We've got all the doors and that, so we just go straight up on lorry and then off they go nice and easy. We've got 2 groups, so we've got little ones. These little ones are staying at the back here tonight. They're ready to go. We've got like a makeshift water trough ready for them. And then 20 there, and then we've got 30 here. So, and that'll be, they all got to go in the orange market because the orange market is a TB market for TB cows and animals to be sold into TB units. So we've got to go through that process. So once all these are gone, we've got a few more left about, but then it's all heifers after that, ready for going out in the spring. So we're ready to go. Charlie coming in now with a bit of hay for him. They're going to have a bit of hay for bedding and eating. We're going to go get all the passports in a minute. We're going to run the whole lot down the crush, and as we read out the ear tag, we're going to pluck the passport out, so there's no mistakes. Right, Henry, you can bring that gate round now, and you can run back in. We'll just kick this about a bit and chuck it all about for them, and make them nice and shiny, and whatnot, and a bit of bedding.
That's called bed and breakfast.
Yeah, it's all set. Right, I said every Sunday, didn't I wash my truck off. Where you go, Sunday night. She's ready to go, ready for Monday, tomorrow. Let's go and have some tea, Henry.